Good morning. I am going to explain a little bit more about trucking. I explained some rules and terminology in my first video. In this video, I am heading eastbound on I-10, which is the highway that runs the bottom of the United States from west coast to east coast. I can go all the way from California to the Carolinas on this. Well, actually, California to Alabama, and then you hit 2059. It gets weird from there. But basically, I can go from here to the east coast and only be on two different highways. I am in the Painted Desert. The bottom half of it in Arizona. Driving this way, we do come across a lot of different road construction. Down through here, the desert is really hard on roads. Constant temperature changes. Yesterday we were on 40 heading into California. It snowed in Flagstaff on the mountains. It was 45 degrees in Flagstaff, Arizona at 8 o'clock at night. That's cold for October in most places. I'm rolling along here with a cold trailer. It's called a reefer trailer, and in that I can haul stuff that needs to either be kept warm or cool. 9 times out of 10 it's kept cool, like your produce, like fresh meats. We can run all the way down to negative 20 degrees inside of the trailer, all the way up to, I think I can set my temperature all the way up to 65. Not sure, I haven't ever went that way. We normally run at between 28 degrees and 34 degrees. We don't normally go any lower than that unless, as we were yesterday, we were hauling a load that we had to make sure the trailer was at 0 degrees for 24 hours and then set on 28 degrees. That way we could be sure the fresh meat got frozen like it was supposed to, as we were hauling fresh poultry that had just been processed. So it went straight pretty much from processing into our trailer in bins to a place where they're going to, I assume, marinate and package for sale. I'm not sure what they do with it after we get done with it. I'm running 65 miles an hour this time around. Coming out of California, we have to run 55. Again, please don't be mad at us. It's not our rules. California chooses to have a 55 mile an hour speed limit for anything over 3 axles. Most rigs have 3 axles when they don't have a trailer, 5 when they do. There are places we can go when we don't have a trailer that we can't when we do have a trailer. We roll at close to 80,000 pounds gross at any given time. Today I have a light load, which means I can run a little faster up and down the hills than some of these other trucks, and then I normally can when I come back this way. 13,000 pounds in the trailer or the box, like I said before. is not a small amount, but yet it's not 40,000 or 43,000 pounds. With me and my co-driver and all of our gear on here, we can haul a trailer around about 42,900 to 43,200 before we go overweight. Just a little bit more explanation on trucking from last time. To be overweight, you have to be over 80,000 pounds gross, or your front tires, which is what we call the steer tires, they can't be over 12,000 pounds. And our drive axles, which are the two axles in the back that actually propel the truck forward, like on one of your vehicles when you've got a rear wheel drive vehicle. They're not allowed to be, since there are two of those axles there, they are not allowed to be heavier than 34,000 pounds. And then we have the tandems, which are the two axles on the trailer that can actually be moved forward or back depending on how we need to shift the load around, and they cannot be heavier than 34,000. Going through the construction as I am now, that it slows things down really, really, really badly. Like I said, we're going to San Antonio, Texas. Our GPS, which we hilariously call Mom because she yells at us on a regular basis. Turn here, turn there, do this, do that. So we thought Mom was a fitting nickname, and every GPS we've ever had has had that name. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm wearing sunglasses and a hat on a beautiful morning like it is. I am the nighttime driver. I have a reason why I'm the nighttime driver. I don't do well in the sun. My eyes burn really bad. My face burns really bad. I am essentially the joke of the family as the white vampire, because I am so pale that sometimes when I get out in the sun, I look like somebody has taken a big old bottle of red paint and dumped it over my head within 30 to 40 minutes. My eyes turn red. My face gets exceptionally red, which you can see there's a little bit of sunburn from the other day when I was running during the daytime then too. We try to keep a schedule, 12 on, 12 off schedule. We have a very strict amount of time that we are allowed to operate on. Essentially, the way it works out is for 14 hours of the day, you can drive and or work. The first 8 hours between working and driving, and what you do when you work is when you check the oil, check the tires, do a pre-trip on your truck, that's counted as work. It's not paid work for us. We don't make any money unless we make the miles, which, believe me, 6,000 miles a week will pay the bills. But like I said, we get up, we check our truck, make sure the oil and antifreeze and washer fluid is all good. We check the tires to make sure they're inflated at the right amount, or at least if they're not inflated, that they will be safe to roll and become the correct amount of weight in the tires once we roll for a little bit, because as tires heat up, they expand. And if you go anywhere over 120 psi per tire, you run the risk of blowing a tire. Now, if you blow a tire on the trailer, you run the risk, if you don't hear it, which I don't understand how you wouldn't hear it, because it sounds like somebody just shot your truck with a gunshot. It sounds like a 12 gauge going off and jerks like one too. If you get one on your trailer, you take the chance of, if you don't pull over quick enough, that it will make a second one blow. Do damage to the trailer, do damage to your airlines, your brake pods. There's a lot of stuff that can be done dangerously by not pulling over when you have a tire blow. If it's on your drives, again, you have airlines, airbags, pretty little mud flap holders, APUs, which we have an APU on our truck. Auxiliary power unit is what APU stands for. We run it at night because it has or when we're stopped, because it has a built-in air conditioner / heating system, and we cannot idle our truck. It has an automatic shut-off because the company pays for the fuel, we don't. Plus, a lot of places don't like you to idle anymore, so they expect you to have your own power air conditioning unit, or go to some place that has idle air, which is basically a place that you can pay to have air conditioning and stuff like that in your truck. Usually it comes with free cable and electricity, 110 units, which usually will run your TV and everything if you're using idle air. As far as everything else come down to it, we use our APU. We don't ever get idle air anymore. This company has a unit that'll actually work, that we don't have to worry about. We've had a company that we worked for before that their APUs didn't work well. They wouldn't cool the truck down. There are days that even our APU won't cool it down when we're in California or Texas in 100+ degree temperature. Like I said before, I drive at night normally. My 12 on, 12 off gives me most of my time in the sunlight sleeping. Don't like sunlight. As I said before, I burn. To explain a little bit more about our hours of service. So if I start work at 7 a.m., at 3 p.m. I have to stop for at least a 30-minute break. It doesn't matter if I've just been working or I've just been driving. I have to stop for a 30-minute break before I can drive again. I get 11 hours to drive during the day, and a possibility of working and / driving for 14 hours a day. So basically it boils down to I have to stop in a 24-hour period at least 10 hours. If I don't stop, I can't drive after that. I can work all I want, but I can't drive. I don't make any money by working. I make money by rolling this truck down the road. 18 wheels turning is about the only way I make money. it's a really, really, really great job. I get to see a lot of cool stuff, do a lot of cool stuff. But if you can't handle being away from home, this is definitely not the career for you. I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. I have 3 wonderful children. 17, 19, and 20. Soon to be 20 and 21 for my girls. November and January. Today I turned 40. Out on the road, doing what I want to do with who I want to be with. I started late in life. I did the kid things first. My girls were well into their teens by the time I started driving full time on the road. Just really, really, really enjoy my time out here, and then I can enjoy my time when I see them better too, because I am a restless spirit. I'm a gypsy. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I'm a Native American Indian, and we have moving from camp to camp in our soul. And 4 wheels will move your body, as the saying says, but truly, truly, 18 wheels moves the soul and the backbone of America. I'm not really sure exactly, what you all want to know. I have no way of knowing why I cannot see the comments that you all make. I've tried to see it on the other one. I've seen a couple of people did make comments, but I wasn't able to see them. I'm going to leave my email and my Facebook in the link down below. If you would like to message me to tell me what you'd like to see, like to know about, what rules and regulations you think might be interesting, what places. I go to a lot of really weird places. Some of them I cannot, for security reasons, record where I'm at, because I have been known to go to military bases and other secret facilities as such. Not so much now. Most of mine now is running California to Texas, back and forth, whether it be food or keys or empty racks, glass from Washington to Oklahoma, and other things from Oklahoma to Washington State. Go through some really neat territory there. Working on a way to get a holder for my phone so I can record myself a lot easier, and I can actually set it up to do an entire drive shift on here, so you can see what I do and how I do it. One of these days I will take you through a fueling sequence and work on that. But yeah, if I'm caught actually talking on my phone or texting on my phone, It's a pretty big fine, so I try not to hold it too much. I have a little stand that I've made myself for when I do these, but I would feel safer once I get the other on here. But I think fueling would be an interesting thing for you to see, the different things that we do, especially when we fuel a reefer trailer, because the generator for the air conditioning units, you know, they run off fuel, diesel fuel, like our trucks. So when I fuel my truck, I have fuel for the truck, it's called a tractor, and I have DEF for my truck that I have to put in there, which is diesel exhaust fluid. It's basically a mixture of ammonia and water that makes the particulates of the unburned fuel fall back down and be redirected into our fuel tanks. And then I have reefer fuel that I put in the trailer so that it can stay cold or warm, as I said earlier. But yeah, if you'd like to know something, just let me know. You know, send me an email. I'll put Twitter, Tumbler, email, Facebook. I'll put all that in the description below. Everything's linked to my phone, so however you send it to me, you know, then it's however you feel most comfortable sending me a question. I have Snapchat too. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember what I put down for it. But just have a great day, and I'll see you later.